Now our story continues. It was about 10 o'clock when Del Shipley's friend, Sally Howard, awakened in her room in the Brown Palace Hotel. She yawned and stretched and turned over on her side, then smiled as she heard the shower running in the bathroom and heard her husband's muffled singing through the door. After a while, the bathroom door opened and Don Howard, dressed in his bathrobe, entered. As Sally squinted at him through one half-closed eye, she grinned. He was still a handsome man, although she knew he was making a conscious effort to hold in a slightly bulging waistline. Sally closed her eyes and snuggled into the covers. Then she heard her husband say,
"Come on, sleepyhead, get up.
What time is it?
After 10 o'clock.
What are you doing up so early?
When in Rome, do as the Roman. Come on, get up, get up, get up.
Oh, what's the hurry?
Have you forgotten that we have an 11 o'clock appointment with Randy Lane to look at his house?
Yes, I had forgotten.
Come on, lazy bones. Let's get a cup of coffee before Lane gets here.
Oh, all right. Don, are you seriously interested in this town as a place to settle down?
I think it has great possibilities. It's just what Del Shipley said it was.
I'm not so sure. This idea of settling in a small town. Well, after listening to Aunt Mary's niece Peggy, I'm afraid it'd get a little stale to me.
And after listening to Aunt Mary, I'm just as sure it wouldn't. Sally, there's a woman. And does she know how to make coffee? Nectar of the gods.
She's a wonderful cook.
Yes, sir, Sally. If Aunt Mary's an example of the kind of neighbors we'll have in Wakefield, then I'm for staying right here. We'll never find a better spot if we travel the whole United States.
We've already done that.
Yes, but not with the idea of settling down. No, if this house Lane is going to show us is anything like he says it is, we could never do any better. I like these people. They're honest, they're friendly, and they make no pretense. They're just what they are. And after 40 years of knocking around show business, watching people put up a front, give me a guy like that Larkin fellow who wears overalls to dinner and has the courage to smoke a corncob pipe. Yes, sir, Mother, these are the people we want to live with for the rest of our days.
Sounds a little dull to me, Don. What would we talk about? What have we nothing in common with these people?
Well, if we want to talk, we'll talk to each other. Lord knows you and I have plenty in common. Come here, honey, come here. I want you to look out this window. Have you ever seen a prettier little courthouse square? And look at the faces of those people. Aren't they happy? There, did you see that? A man waving to another man across the street. How often have you seen that in Chicago or New York? Well, you haven't. No, sir. We'd look a long time before we found a place as desirable as Wakefield.
Now, Don Howard, you listen to me. I've heard you go into ecstasies over practically every hamlet in the United States. All it has to be is pretty, quiet, and sleepy. But this isn't going to be a one-night stand, nor a split week. It's not even going to be a 39-week season. It's going to be for from now on.
I know, and that
Don?
All right, Mother, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You heard what that girl Peggy Mead said when we first came? The reason people all want to retire into small towns is because they've never lived in one, that it was stifling, that the people were narrow and critical, and this is most important. They don't like anything that's different.
But, Mother...
Different, you heard? Well, if we aren't different from anything these people ever saw, then I miss my guess. You heard what Peggy said.
Oh, she had a cold. She was feeling miserable and out of sorts. She had to have something to pick on, so she just happened to start in on the town. Really, she loves it. I had a long talk with Aunt Mary. The girl was just in a bad mood.
Maybe, but there must be some truth in what she said, and don't forget. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
But she's so young, Mother, and she's just been married. She's going through a difficult adjustment. If you want to judge the place, Aunt Mary's the one for us to judge by.
Well, I like Aunt Mary, too, but...
You could see the kindness in her face, feel the warmth of her generosity, hear the wisdom in what she said. There was a feeling of serenity and quiet happiness about her that, well, if that's the way people get from living in Wakefield, then it's good enough for me. Besides, when we started on this trip, wasn't it with the idea of finding a place where we wanted to settle down?
Well, yes.
Come on now, get your clothes on. Randy will be here before you know it.
All right. But, Don, When we get to that house, I want to do the talking. I'm not going to be high-pressured into doing something I don't want to do. And if I don't like that house, then we're not going to take it. And I'll tell you this much. It had better be all they say it is. Do you understand, Don?
Yes, Mother. But come, dear, let's go over there and look at the house.
Oh, that's right. I believe you did say the kitchen was in the front.
Yes, that's right, Mrs. Howard. Just step in and see how nice it is.
Very nice. Do the stove and refrigerator go with the house?
Oh, yes, ma'am. You see, the stove has the kind of oven that...
I know that model. It's very good. And I like the refrigerator. The arrangement makes it quite roomy.
That's right, Mrs. Howard. It's running now. It's very noiseless.
I can't hear a thing.
No, you can't, can you, Mr. Howard?
Don't call me Mr. Howard. Call me Don. After all, we're going to be...
No storage space?
Oh, yes. The storage closet is right just off the kitchen here. It opens into the entrance hall. Makes it convenient for storing the sweeper and mops when you're working in the bedrooms and living room.
Good big closet, Sally.
Yes, very nice. This is the master bedroom?
That's right. Go right in. You see, the house faces west, and the sun won't be shining in your eyes in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's it, Mrs. Howard. Would you like to look through the kitchen again? I know that's the most important room to a woman.
No, I think not. I've seen all I need to see.
Mr. Howard, is there anything you'd like to look at again?
No, Randy. It couldn't have been more to my liking. Suits Mother. It suits me.
Well, I'm sure you'd both like it. I'm not just saying that, Mrs. Howard. I mean it. I sort of stand to fail or succeed on this house, and I do want to sell it, but I wouldn't want you to take it if you don't like it. I want to feel that the people who live here will be as proud of it as I am. I want to feel that I've been able to give someone the kind of home they've always been looking for, and that they'll be happy here. Peggy called it a dream house when we first started it, and well, it's become that to me, too. You know, we don't have much excitement in Wakefield. The people here are the kind who love their homes and live in them. We have to depend on each other, our friends. We like to see them in their homes and like them to come to ours. Of course, we have our movie. There are the dances once in a while, and then there's Billy Devon's supper club, but... Well, mostly, living in Wakefield is knowing the people, having friends and sharing your life with them. We've tried to build a home for people who want to live that way.
Well, what do you say, Sally?
Mom, where are you?
In the kitchen, son.
Mom, I want you to do something for me.
All right, Randy. What is it?
Come on, I'll show you.
Come on. Where are we going?
You'll see. Won't take long, but it's awfully important. Okay, Mom, here we are.
So I see. But why, Randy? Why did you bring me to the house?
Mom, you see that sign in the yard? It says, "For Sale, Lane Realty Company," doesn't it?
Yes.
Well, Mom, that sign's no good anymore. And I want you to be the one to take it down. I've sold the house.
Oh, Randy. Randy.
Aunt Mary looked at her son. He was smiling at her. But his mother realized he was also smiling at the future, which was now open to him through the sale of the model house. Yes, the future looks good now, Randy. But I wonder, would your smile be so confident if you knew of the plan which Brett Cameron and Jesse Calvert have? A plan which, if successful, will involve you in a way that might completely ruin the future, which today appears so bright?